Hello, this is a Platinum 4 Winston VOD review, and the post on this one mentions that they had a decent attack, and then on defense it went terrible, and their DPS flamed them, so we'll see what went wrong.
I'm sorry.
And they're on Sigma, so that's a good sign. King's Row, you can play on Winston. First and third point. Second point can be kind of hard, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
and yeah, that's just unlucky by your DPS. You can still set up, like, see where everyone is, like, do a setup jump. They probably won't let you have here because they have Genji, but you can at least see what they have, maybe get here, set up, while you wait for them to respawn. Yeah, in this sort of bubble, it's not the greatest. You could have maybe just jumped to here, jumped on this side of the statue, and if they push you, then you bubble, but this bubble is going to break instantly. It's not a good play to just walk and bubble in the choke. No. And the Pharah had some HP missing, but you're jumping in without bubble. So if I was their team, like, their Juno, their Genji should literally be just attacking you. And higher ranks will ability track. And if they see a Winston without bubble, like, do a careless jump, they'll chase you. But they don't. But yeah, keep taking map control, like, get here. Like, okay, they didn't punish you, you took here, now start surrounding them, like, get closer to their backline, because their backline is, kind of hard to get at this point. Unless you do, like, an exotic curve jump or something, but, or even Cafe, like, if they'll give you Cafe, you can walk and do this, depending on, if you knew the Sigma's out here, then, like, Cafe walking's a great play, but just, keep setting up. And that's another frontline bubble that's like giving them no problems if they just back up a tiny bit. They can break your bubble and then run forward again. So that's what I was talking about. Like, go here and you're either looking for backline or you can block the Sigma's healing and jump on him, which is why Sigma into Winston can be a nightmare. If the Winston starts taking control of the map and coming in from all these angles, it gets hard. But if you're going to do this, Sigma's actually better than you at facing off like this, so. Well, there we go. Genji's clear. And you saw your DPSs in there, so this is a good thing. Like, you can go deep in here and actually get their DPS now. Or keep their backline busy, so. This is the first good dive of the game. I think there's been 3 jumps or 4 jumps. This is the first good one. Oh yeah, look at all this disruption. I don't like the jump though. Sometimes you can like go for the landing damage to kill a character, but your team's kind of half of your team's not with you. They all reacted, so the jump's your get out tool, so you kind of just used your get out tool. But you can walk to health packs, so that's fine. Your Genji just, I don't know what happened to your Genji. Sigma's chasing you out, like you can even like try and just keep control of the map. Like look around, if you see these guys, then you'd go for them, but even like going back to here is good. Like it's really easy to at least get a fight on the point if you're here with full HP, so just try and reset a little, soft reset. Like you can hear them even though you can't see them. And you have bubbles, so this is fine. Yeah, and I fall for that all the time. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend like, oh, don't use your jump because Pharah will ult you. Like, I just fall for that all the time, so. Go next. Get out of the Sigma spam. And yeah, you can either like go here and try and like do a sneaky jump over, or go here, just get out of the Sigma spam, get like a good vantage point, see where everyone is. No. Well, that's more frontline bubbling. So yeah, we can officially say you have a short jump bubble issue. And your Hanzo, what the Hanzo was probably thinking, and I try not to do this as DPS, but I do sometimes, my idiot tank's not doing anything, fine, I'll do it. And then you run forward and die like an idiot. But the truth is, you used your bubble so early and then you had to stand there for 13 seconds. The chances of a Plat DPS dying in that time is pretty high. Everyone's just standing at the choke, so that's why it's important to... You could have at least taken this side of statue, and then all your Hanzo had to be concerned about is like spamming this barrier because you've at least got this side. So more just sort of bad space taking by you, and your Hanzo was not gonna adapt at all. He was just gonna try and be the tank. Oh, and I would have kept just walking on the Juno, because Juno or anyone with an escape ability is hard. You just want to try and get them, corner them, and then keep your jump for when they use their ability. So just keep walking, and then you're cornering her, and then, oh, she flew, and now you jump. And that gives you a chance. If someone's good at movement, you're not juggling a Juno, but... yeah, she just flew away in a straight line. So if you had your jump now, you would just jump and spam left click, and that might getting a pick here would probably guarantee you the points. So that's why I'm being like picky on the mechanics, but just try and save your jump for their escape ability. And at this point, like, where the hell's my team is what I do, and like I'd see they're not quite ready, and I just kind of hide here and just hold the space. Yeah, and I wouldn't even chase the far. She has 2 movement abilities now. You kind of gave up what space you had. And yeah, you ate a rock to the face because you were trying to right-click her for 50 damage. But yeah, just ignore her unless she's really low or someone calls it or she feeds or something like that. Don't even interact with her. Yeah, see, Sigma's ignoring you. Like, right here, jump. Are we going to have the second good dive? Oh yeah, this is great. Great. And even if you don't kill anyone, like, you're keeping 3 people busy. Farah has no healing anymore, so she might actually be killable if you turn around or if your teammates do something. Okay, great job. But yeah, there was a lot of just bubbling the choke or not really going aggressive when you can. You made 2 good dives. The first one didn't work because of your team, but the second one won you the points. So just your chances of winning the fight go way up when you actually do these backline dives. So. Good right click. And good job contesting this high ground so they can't shoot your team. Get in the Sigma now that he has no help. Good job. Yeah, that's another far ult. Well. Yeah, the only thing that can help that is if you have headphones. If she's around, you might not want to do those jumps. But again, it's just like so hard to actually avoid that unless you're ult tracking hard. But okay, yeah, and as I saw that, I'm like, you might have to go up here and like clear this Genji or something, or at least pincer them in if they're gonna camp your spawn, but I don't think they are. And you could have even tried it, like, okay, your DPS aren't ready, but just like cutting off the Sigma and body blocking him. If your DPS were here, then you might actually sneak a kill on the Sigma, but I like the attempt to get the Genji, but you just missed. And that Mercy's trolling, that wasn't really a good bubble play. She just, I guess, like, flew and forgot to cancel it or something, but... And Sigma no rock, the only thing is I would just get full health and then do a deep jump, like even here. If you want to be safe here, is a good spot to go, because their Sigma can't really get you, but... Because, yeah, it's, again, like, all they have to do is back up a few meters and look forward and shoot your bubble, and so that's why it's important to, when it's safe, cut up the team or split up the team. And you got the health pack, so good. Oh, well, I was going to say you can just grab the health pack, but this is risky, but yeah, bubble. And I still heard the Sigma. Okay, it was just unlucky he was hidden, but I'm like, I know the Sigma was there. It's another case of if the backline runs away this hard, then you can usually just turn around and kill Sigma. And the Pharah was coming into your team, so honestly she might have been killable there, but it's just hard to kill a Pharah. And your cast is kind of still in, so at this point maybe a jump on Sigma actually is good. Like, you're down one, but what's actually happening is a 3v1. Even though on the greater scheme of things it's like 3v4 or 4v5 if Mercy gets the res, but yeah, I just saw your cast got a pick, they got a pick, but it's kind of, you were thinking like, oh, I saw a teammate die, I'll run away, but if your team's not running away, then you kind of... Like, as soon as you see your casts and the Sigma alone, like, yeah, just instant jump. Oh, and I love you put some depth on it, oh yeah. That's the Winston we love.
Showing up.
Yeah, and he kills himself with his orbs, but yeah, this is great. And look, Genji's here, he's getting shot in the back by your team, like, these are the good jumps, and on Sigma it's not like they can punish you that hard, so you can do this pretty often. And you can wait for your bubble to come back or be at 3 seconds. And yeah, chase these guys down. Like, there's not a Mercy Juno isn't going to do that much damage to you. Like, if you kill these guys, their retake is basically not going to happen, so. And he's going for health pack. I was going to say, like, I would have let it jump straight to health pack, because you know that's where he's going, but... But you jumping here was still a good play, because as soon as the Genji took some damage, he panicked and did a ult that wasn't... Like, your DPS had a pretty good shot, like, staring at him 20 meters away, so that was a good play by you, making him panic there. Yeah, go for the supports. Good job. And you can kill Sigma last. Take top. Yeah, good job. You probably didn't need the bubble there, but good job taking top. And this is just too soon. Like, you had a teammate picked, but even if you had 5, just take the free push until they actually come up. Like, this is... you can use Primal as a way to do risky 50-50 plays, and if it goes wrong, you just hit your ult, which is why I love Winston. It's very safe and consistent, but this has like a 10% chance to work at best. Like the supports will just heal whoever you start whacking. This Sojourn is not really killable as long as Juno and Mercy help her, so. Yeah, and that forced a bad Kitsune from your team. Your DPS are probably not happy. They're the ones who got picked, but as soon as they come back from spawn, they see you do the same thing and die, and they're probably not happy. But that was just be patient, take the free push, wait for there actually to be a fight here, and your team to be here, and then you do it. That was just too impatient. You were basically trying to force a 1v4 with your ult.
Salutations. Let's group together.
Oh yeah, and they do have Junker Queen now, so the name of the game is avoiding her. Like, what I was telling you to do early, like stuff like this might not work now because she can always shout, axe, and peel. So you've got to be a little more careful now that they have Queen on when you jump in, but... Like, I don't know why you needed that bubble. You can, you guess you didn't want to get knifed or something, but you can jump around here and then, like, go from here to here. Is how you might avoid the Queen, and you might have to bubble right away to avoid the concussion, but, this is the sort of stuff if they just... Because you were doing alright, like, your DPS can't be that mad. Like, they counter-swapped you. Or they didn't want to play Sigma on third point, but they... are on Queen, so now you just gotta avoid her and play around this. Good job taking top against the Pharah, and the bubble's fine because you gotta fight for it because she has a pocket. So. And that's unlucky. You're on a... Oh, is this on a... Okay, that's just unlucky. Her positioning wasn't even bad. She just got pocketed Farad. But this is the stuff that won't really work, because the Queen can just heal herself and knife you, and so that's why it's even more important to go backline. But without your Ana, like, again, just take the free push, and if you see something, take it, but this is not gonna work. It forced an ult, though, so I can't even say it's terrible. You're gonna get a retake. Oh. Well, you missed the jump, but you get points for being creative. Like, this is the sort of... I would have done this by default, but you were basically doing this, like, going in, sneaky angle, avoiding the Queen. Like, those are the types of things that... If you can avoid the Queen and go backline by thinking, that's great. So, I mean, you just hit your head on the ceiling, but it was a good idea. And yeah, just live. And yeah, you might have a chance to kill Queen here when she's bubbled off, but... I don't know why there's not an anti, like, on this Queen right now, but... And yeah, you're doing your best to juggle point. This is the one time where you have to play like this, so... And I'd be like, at this point, I'd be looking back like, where's my team? Oh, well, you've got Cass, so... Maybe this works. You've got Primal, and it's like, if you trust your team at this point, you can just start Primaling the Sojourn or something once you get it, but... And you could have pinged the Pharah, like, I understand if you can't get her, but your castle love that if you ping the Pharah. And I think you were trying to Primal Queen back to your team. And yeah, that was a good bubble just because it was, at that point, the Queen's out so deep, it's like 2 on 4. So who cares if they're counter swapping you in that case? You just have more people shooting at her, so that was good. And yeah, go clean up.
Would be proud.
And those plays when you have Kitsune earlier and that Nano, like you can go for those plays without them because you notice you barely lost any health doing them. Like if there's a chance to go backline without the tank or DPS seeing you, you can do it. Like you don't need a Nano to kill a Pharah, or not a Pharah, a Mercy Juno. But
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that. Okay, well you hit your head on this, and if you do like one bad jump, it's just like, okay, it happens, but I think there's been a few at this point where you hit your head, so part of mechanics is, on Winston, is jumping, and you gotta just make sure you jump high enough, because this is awkward. Like, remember what I said about ability tracking? If I'm Ram and Winston jumps here, I just start beating the shit out of him because he can't escape. And then he has to run away, and then we get to touch like this part of point, and then it snowballs from that point. But Ram did not go Nemesis there, so I don't know what he's doing. But and like, yeah, this is a point where you get all the way out. You're low health, you're down 1. You might even have to give up a tick, but just like this sort of thing, it's not really enough. They'll lose you for a second, but then okay. And let's look at the HP. And I don't think that they might have shot. Yeah, someone shot you on the way in for a little chip damage. So let's just say 300. That's still too low. You need to get healed. Like the Moira was coming. Like that orb was for you. I know Genji's in, but you just gotta be full health and then send this 3 seconds later. Because this retake honestly could have been pretty good. Like you get on the Juno and the Mercy, and then your supports follow up, and they're just not quite ready, and you're not quite healed, so this is just bad retake. Like, just do everything you can to tip the odds in your favor, and this is not.
Quitting is nothing.
Objective lost.
Widow's going big again. Okay, so your jump mechanics are fine if you can do that. I don't know why you were hitting your head before if you can do that jump, but yeah, and you could have just a small mechanical thing. You can punch her too if anyone's ever getting healed and they're like 30 health. You can just punch, but yeah, just wait for the healing. You're up 1, but like just wait for the healing. Wait for the bubble. And I saw 320 when you hit the button, so is Ram got Nemesis? I think he does. Yes. So, I mean, your bubble's useless if he can just start punching you. If you have full health, that's not the end of the world, but if you have half health, then he just has to punch you 3 times. Like, you're really lucky he just hesitates and he's almost scared of you. Like, he just, like, oh, he's coming in, like, you sold it. You did it with confidence, and he got scared, but he does not need to be scared whatsoever here. So if he pops Nemesis, I think he canceled Nemesis. I don't know what he did. Oh well, okay. He just did it really, really late. Wait it out. Yeah, wait out the Nemesis. And then you'll be able to, like, bubble here and split them off in 3 seconds, because you'll probably be able to live if you just back up. That's fine. And yeah, maybe if we're being really picky, the Genji was dead without the bubble, but I think you were trying to block his healing, so you kind of had to wait out your own Kitsune, but I see why you might have thought you had to use that bubble earlier on the Genji, so. And this Ram's trolling, so yeah, go after Ram all day when he does stuff like this. And that was pretty good. Like, you waited till they got down into this area and your widow's set up, so that's fine. They just I think the Genji reacted and you took a lot of health, but you could have bubbled maybe a little sooner, but this was fine. You have your primal, so and you don't have a lot of good targets here, really. It's just the honestly, it's like there. Who the hell do you be? It's hard to actually primal anyone like this. So you might have to look around or go for venture. It's really hard to like punch out a nano blading Genji. Like if you do it, you can go post on Reddit, but it's just hard. So. And yeah, I do that too. I honestly might have died there. Like oh, Mercy's low, and then yeah, you are so focused on that you forget where everyone else is. So probably would have died there, but myself, I would have died there.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Hello there. Group up. Reform up.
Okay, and I saw you looking like, good job, clear this venture, that'll make the retake easier, she can't just shoot everyone in the side. Oh, that bubble is terrible though. If they have 2 on payload, they might be able to cap before you get your bubble back, and that's sort of GG. So this cover here, you just hold here, or maybe even like jump across and go here. Or jump here, because it's not like the ram can chase you, so. Therefore, Venture might not like this and come after you, but at least that gives you a chance to sort of split their attention. This is more frontline Winstoning, which they'll break this bubble instantly, and... Like, in cases like this, if Ram... If I saw this, like, he bubbled, I would go here, barrier here, and just start beating the shit out of you, and then hope, basically, you have to hope one of your DPS touch at that point. So they're letting you off the hook, but I'm just letting you know the issues. So. Yeah, and here again, like, you've got to touch, but I would, to try and extend your life, I would jump on the other side of payload as Ram. Like you can go for this Juno and sort of hide like this at least. So give yourself an extra second by jumping to a. Like this is actually safer than this, even though this is like closer to your team. Because your Kiri can see you if she just peeks a little. Now that I think about it, actually Kiriko has to take a little risk to see you here, but I still think you should jump here. Yeah, and your team, I don't know what your team was just scared. And sometimes when you have a Widow, it's like, how do you retake with a Widow unless they're willing to be aggressive and take some risks, but your short jump bubbles were not helping. If you had gone in earlier and done this play and like zapped down on them and they got scared and started running around, then your Widow might have actually been able to take advantage of that. I think you were just way too passive on that retake and used the barrier too early. And yeah, like this is the second time where you make a mistake and then your support tries to hero play from there and it doesn't work, but... Good job taking top. And yeah, you can bubble to fight the Genji for it because they could see you, so that's fine. Oh, that was a good vortex by them. That's not even terrible, but... Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier, like cooldown tracking. Like, the first time they didn't, on point 1 they didn't do anything, but like, they noticed you got low, you jumped. You didn't jump to, like, necessarily the safest place. and they saw like their tank is low and leaving, and they actually capitalized that time, which is kind of rare for Plat, but it's a good learning experience. Like you should have like I probably would have jumped here and got the health pack and just fully hide and get healed and then go back in. That way they can't like run you down as easily. But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Be careful.
Enemy objective
and yeah, I'd ping that Widow just so your team knows not to peek. And you can just kind of just hold, like don't peek the Widow either. Like, well, I'll just play patient, not give the Widow any value. And yeah, he's like shooting you in the side. And this bubble got forced. This is more of a Reinhardt or a Ram thing to just glue yourself to this corner. The way people usually play defense with like a Diva or a Winston is you actually hold back at the statue, and as soon as they cross into line of sight of your teammates, like you have the Hanzo, as soon as they either cross here or try and like take this area from you, then you bubble and like jump in. If you try and glue yourself to the corner, they can just work you down. Like if I was Ram, I'd barrier here and start punching you. You're just making it too easy. Like this is not Winston's strengths. You gotta basically dive them as soon as they enter an area where your teammates can see. And this Genji's not really committed yet. This Ram isn't committed, and they're getting to like chip you down. Oh, that's bad. Your DPS definitely hates you, but they were really pressuring you, and these guys didn't want to peek the Widow, right? So they were gonna stay here. So that's why I was saying like wait till they either get here or here. Because I kind of get why your DPS wanted to be so passive. It's like I don't want to try and dodge this Widow. Maybe someone could have been in the cafe to back you up, but yeah. That's why you just don't play Winston like that is often. And yeah, it's one tick, so you're deep. They have nothing they can do. But yeah, the main thing is on attack. You were doing a lot of short jump bubbles. You weren't going backline that much. There was a reckless primal. On defense, you were just letting them wear you down before they even had to walk in. They could basically just force all your cooldowns. They did it twice. Like the first one you jumped up in the air, like when you were half, but they're just burning all your cooldowns super early, and then they walk. Like they don't have to actually deal with your team at all, so be a little more patient on defense and till they enter line of sight of your teammates, and on offense, try and do more setup jumps, like try and actually go backline, especially when they were on Sigma. There was no excuse not to, so those things will stop you from getting to Diamond, but if you make the corrections, you can, so good luck.